If you could go back to teach to your younger self, Mark, or teach to any kids, what
Mhm.
would you teach them?
My younger self,
Yeah.
I would say, well, the technology that I would tell myself to do is only available now, but I would have invested more in my education. I would have got mentors earlier. I would have invested in myself in my 20s only. Um, I couldn't invest in real estate. I mean, famously, I've said I had a great salary, but I couldn't save any money to buy any particular property. So it wasn't until I was like 28, 29 until I actually was able to buy a house.
Mm,
And that to me is a sad thing.
mm,
That's what I tell them. Invest in myself more than anything. Find a few mentors, depending on what I'm doing, and listen to them. Don't try to just go out on your own and make all the same mistakes they did.
mm,
Find the right mentors, listen to them, and have them guide you down a career path
mm,
that you're most interested in.
mm. Okay, no, that's really good. Yeah. So looking ahead now, what do you think will be the next big development in tokenization and blockchain that businesses should be preparing for?
Yeah, I mean, depending on how you define business, I would say with real estate companies, it's 100% coming. I think even the most stodgy admit that, but there's a few things like clearer regulations and more of a comfort level with this type of technology before it really takes off. So I know a lot of them are just starting to look at it and
Mm,
understand it so that they're not blindsided when it happens, because this will hockey stick as
yeah.
soon as a few pieces are put in place,
Mm,
which is good. I'm happy about that. None of them are saying, oh, this is BS. It's not going to happen. They're all saying it's going to happen. The big question is when. And I tell them by 2030, more than half will be done this method, because governments are going to figure this out. Number one, and number two, there'll just be so many creative entrepreneurs that make this whole thing easier, not harder,
mm,
and that will really accelerate things. You wouldn't want to do it any other way, just because the many advantages of token digitizing something, just like
mm,
anything that you're able to digitize anywhere in the world. I mean,
mm,
the history will tell us what's going to happen. Anytime you digitize something,
yeah.
it becomes more valuable, which it does. I mean, the JP Morgan study came out and said you can make a liquid market out of real estate. The real estate's worth 10% more. Now, what crazy real estate owner would want that?
Mm, true.
Well,
Yeah.
they always want their property worth more.
Because you also have
So
a bigger market as well, making it easily accessible to that market. Yeah.
easier access to markets around the world. I mean, right now, everyone should be investing in the UAE. The market's on fire, but you can't unless you go through a tokenized route.
Mm,
So there are fractional companies in the UAE, but you can't trade out of it. So that when the market goes down, and it always does, you're stuck in it. I'd rather be in a tokenized situation where I can sell out of it when I see
mm.
that happening.
Okay. Wow.